Alrighty, happy Wednesday, the last week of July. Today we have a 2-movement day that we've done before. Kind of like the other workout we did. We have 4 circuits. The first one is going to be our warm-up workout circuit. Again, 4 parts to today. And if we have time at the end, we can crank it up again because it's kind of cool this morning, but it gets hot later on. We'll have a 2-movement day differently on Friday. And of course, we have the workout shift today at noon, and that'll be what you guys do on Friday morning. Anyhow, this is what's happening. Is that Harini? Good morning, Harini. Here we go. We have a 2-minute movement day. So our first circuit is going to be squat calves, which we've done before. Now, I would like it if you had weight because you're safe. It doesn't need to be heavy yet. But we have our pyramid that we've done before, the 10, 20, 30, 20, 10 total reps, or the 5, 10, 15, 10, 5 revolutions. I would love it if you had weight, but again, I know it's 6:03 and we're still warming up. So if you don't want to have weight yet, that's fine. We have squat calves, gonna go with all of our alternating movement, mobility, activation exercises. Circuit 2 will be our fly press on the ground with all of our abs core. Circuit 3 will be stiff-legged rows with our right obliques, and circuit 4 will be our squat press with our left obliques. So we have a lot of work to do. Squat calves. Remember, 2 movement exercises or 2 movements, right? They don't affect each other. So the squat doesn't affect your calves, and your calves don't affect your squat. 10 total movements if you want to count each movement, or you can count the 5 revolutions. That'd be 5 of each, which is not very much. You don't have to have the weight, but I do want you to add the weight as you can. After your 10 total movements or 5 revolutions, you've got your 20, not 10, 20 standing scissors. Ready, go. Legs straight, arms straight. We've done this before. You're lengthening your posterior muscles. You're activating your anterior muscles. You've got torque, leverage, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, shoulders, arms. 20 standing scissors. You won't do them again today. Big, slow, lengthen, alternate, breathe. Round 2 is 20 squat calves. Again, that's 10 revolutions. I would love it if you have weight. You don't have to have weight, but it's a safe warm-up. 10 revolutions or 20 movements. But I want the separate motion, squat and then calves. You're not creating momentum. The calves are their own thing. The squat's its own thing. Hips, hips, hips. Glutes, glutes, glutes. Posture. Breathe. You've got your legs and then your calf raise. Get up on those tippy toes. Straight-legged calves work your gastrocnemius, which is the bubble, what you can see. Seated calves works your soleus, the underneath calf that you can't see. Standing runners, 20 standing runners. Runners is a little more mobility than scissors. More joints are technically moving. You still have your anterior activation. You've got a little more rotation. Don't knee yourself in the nose. 20 standing runners. Breathe. You won't do them again today. Mobility, activation on your standing runners. 30. We're going to have these 30s 4 times a day. It's the peak of the pyramid. 15 revolutions. So you have your 15 total squats and your 15 total calves. Squat and then calves. They don't affect each other. Let the squat be the squat and the calves be the calves. 2 movement exercises are very common when you don't have a lot of weight. You're going to get a lot more muscle groups going. Nothing should really stick out today more than anything else. But 2 movement exercises, you get a lot more done in the same amount of time. However, it's normally a reflection of lack of weight if you see other people doing 2 movement exercises. Squat calves is a push technically. Hamstrings, glutes, quads on the squats. And of course you have your calves. Hips move a lot. Glutes always turn on. And then think about your leg muscles. After your 30 total movements, 15 revolutions, you have your Jack LaLanne's. Lengthen, rotate, and Jack said it, you gotta get big and tall so you can consistently go back down. Big, huge reps, 20 Jack LaLanne's. Dynamic flexibility. I do want you thinking stretching. Whereas the next round is the stiff-legged deadlifts. I want you to think dynamic lengthening, which is technically a little different. 20 Jack LaLanne's, big, huge reps. When you get done, now we've done a pyramid, we've done it before. Pyramids are for a weight reason, right? You're gonna maintain weight on the way up, and you're gonna add weight on the way down. So if you can add weight, that'd be awesome. If you can't, that's fine. 20 squat calves. Pyramids exist for weight maintenance on the way up your pyramid, and then you try to add weight on the way down your pyramid. But if you had to go lighter on the way up, you're trying to get back to the weight that you had. Squat calves, 20 total movements, 10 revolutions. Squats are the squats. Make it separate from the calves. Hips, hips, hips. Glutes, glutes, glutes. Eyes for your posture. Thighs, I'm reminding you that it's a leg exercise, not a back exercise. And you have your calf raise. If you want to keep the weight in your hand, awesome. If you want to put it down, awesome. You've got your 20 total alternating single leg stiff-legged deadlifts. Remember, they're not called straight-legged deadlifts. You're going to balance, you're going to contract, you're going to lengthen, and you're going to recontract. So it's not technically stretching, it is lengthening a contracted muscle. I can move that one. Hips move a lot. Your hamstrings, glutes lengthen. You contract and breathe. 20 total alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. Circuit 3 is going to have our double leg, both legs stiff-legged deadlifts with a row, so we will need this motion, these muscles later on. 20 total alternating, balancing, lengthening, stiff-legged deadlifts. Again, we use these first circuits sometimes as a warm-up workout circuit. We got to get warm for other things, but I'm not worried about how we start. When those 20 reps are done, you're on your last 10 squat calves. That's 5 revolutions. Maybe it's heavier, maybe it's not. Hips, hips, hips. Glutes, glutes, glutes. Eyes, 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 and thighs, 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 and posture, and then get tall and give me those tippy toes. Calves. 10 total reps, 5 revolutions. End of that exercise. One more movement, and that's going to be 20 total alternating lateral lunges. Step, load, push. The stepping leg is the loaded leg. The stepping leg pushes you back. I say this respectfully, don't think about the non-stepping leg. Don't purposely try to stretch the non-stepping leg. It'll stretch on its own. Lengthen, load, contract, push. Breathe. 20 total alternating lateral lunges. Breathe and focus. Stiff-legged deadlifts was a pulling exercise. You had balance and coordination. Lateral lunge is a pushing exercise with coordination. So lots of wonderful things. When you do get done, you're going to be on the ground for a while, unless you would like to lay on a bench or ball as you do your chest fly, chest press. However, if you want to stay on the ground with all the abs, cool. So you don't have to be on the ground the whole time, but it makes it a smidge easier for you. You would get more motion on your fly press if you were on a bench or ball. However, you'd be getting up and down. So kind of a catch-22. When you're ready, your chest fly to press we've done before. The fly is big, slow, wide. The press is smooth. Notice it didn't say narrow or easy, it's smooth. That's gonna be your 10 total movements, 5 revolutions, and then you're gonna do 20 sit-up scissors. You won't do sit-up scissors again today. Again, laying on the ground is awesome as far as the circuit goes. However, laying on a ball or bench, you would get more motion. Chest fly. Shoulder blades cause the width of the exercise, and chest press, your shoulder blades still move as you press. So I would love it if you wanted to get on and off the ground and lay on something else. However, that means you're getting up and down a bunch. 10 total reps, 5 revolutions on your fly press. This will be the pyramid that you did on the last circuit. Combo number 1 is your sit-up scissors. So you will be on the ground for your abs core. Whether you want to lay on the ground the whole time is up to you. 20 sit-up scissors. You won't do them again today. Breathe and focus on those sit-up scissors. Abs, abs, abs. Nice and slow. We'll then turn on the core. And breathe. 20 sit-up scissors. Legs straight, arms straight, torque, leverage. Yes, you're thinking abs, but also you're thinking the muscles that touch your spine, your core muscles turn on, especially when you do them slowly. After your 20 sit-up scissors, again, you can stay on the ground for your fly press, or you can get off the ground and be on the ball or a bench. You're gonna do 20 total reps or 10 revolutions on your fly press. Ready, set, go. Shoulder blades cause the width of the exercise of the fly, pulling chest, and then a nice smooth push. Shoulder blades, shoulder blades, shoulder blades, chest. Shoulder blades, shoulder blades, shoulder blades, push. Your shoulder blades have to move more on the fly. Your shoulder blades should move more on the press. Breathe and focus. So circuit 1 was our squat calves, technically all legs, with our movement, mobility, activation. Circuit 2 is going to be all of our chest. Fly press is all chest. But of course you're going to get some arms and shoulders. And then we have our abs core. Set 2 is runners. When you get there, runners, 20 slow runners. Runners are elbows to knees. You can do the from the ground version. You might feel like you get more motion and rotation, or you can come from the up and work on lengthening. They look very similar. I just want them slow and big. 20 slow runners. We are not in a hurry, right? We're thinking 100 abs core this circuit with our chest. Early we had the 100 movement activation with our legs. Circuit 3 is obliques with our movement, and circuit 4 is the other obliques. There's no rush. Part of the equation here is the weights you're using. Whether you're getting on and off the ground or not, that's up to you. Round 3 is 30 total movements, 15 revolutions on your fly press, and then you're going to be on your swimmers, either laying on your stomach or on your hands and knees. 30 total movements, 15 revolutions, big, slow, and consistent. The fly takes a lot longer. The fly you have to think about more. Shoulder blades, with, pulling chest. It's the slower movement. The push is smooth. it's going to feel easier because the weight is different. You would have a heavier weight on only presses. 30 total movements, 15 revolutions, pulling, pushing. Most 2-movement exercises have a slow part and a smooth part. Again, notice I'm not saying fast or quick. Like the squat calves, you have the bigger, slower squat with the smooth calves. This circuit, you have the fly press, the bigger, slower, wide fly, the smooth press. When you get done with your 30, you're on swimmers, either on your hands and knees, more motion, more mobility, more balance, good activation. Laying on your stomach, you're supported, you potentially can get more contraction. So both are good. Mobility of hips and spine, activation of all the muscles around your spine. 20 total swimmers. Nice and easy and smooth and big. We're not in a hurry. Round 3 was our 30 total fly press with our 20 swimmers. And round 4 is 20 total fly press with our windshield wipers. We'll lay on our back for our windshield wipers. And remember, pyramids exist for a reason. If you have ample weights to use, then you would have a lot of weight changes on a pyramid. But the goal is that you maintain load on the way up the pyramid, and you add load on the way down the pyramid. Big, slow, wide, fly, smooth on your press. Breathe and focus. Smooth on your press. 20 total reps, 10 revolutions. And of course, the difference in circuit pace would be weights that you're using, the space you're working out in. Did you choose to get on and off the ground for your fly press? You're going to get more motion when you're laying on something versus the ground. So that would slow down that pace as well. So laying on the ground is awesome, smooth, but getting on and off the ground, you're going to have more motion on the exercise. Round 4 is the 20 fly press and your 20 windshield wipers. That is the lateral reverse crunch. Take your time, right? I didn't say rotational reverse crunch. Those are called twisters or tornadoes. You have a little more rotation at your hips, but you have rotation at your spine on lateral reverse crunches. 20 total windshield wipers. We'll then have the one more round. Breathe and focus. Breathe and focus. Happy Wednesday. We have plenty of work coming our way. Similar rhythm on Friday with our 2 movement exercises that we don't do today. Round 5, when you're there, you're going to do your 10 total fly press or 5 revolutions, and then you're on your 20 Russian twists. Big, slow, take your time. The person that gets the circuit done first has to do burpees until everybody else gets done. She's also laying on a green ball, so we might want to slow her down a little bit. I'm not going to name any names today. Big, slow, fly, press, smooth, and wide. And then you have a smooth press. 10 total reps or 5 revolutions to go with your 20 slow Russian twists. And of course, our Russian twists, touching the ground is reps, not touching the ground is revolutions. Both are good for you. Big, slow rotations on the Russian twists. Now you could make them smaller and do revolutions. I just personally never liked those. For me, that always goes to my back. I actually get more ab core on the bigger, slower motion. Some people are the opposite. They get their back when they have the bigger motion. So either big, slow reps or smaller revolutions. After your 20 Russian twists, you won't be on the ground for a little while, but you'll be on the ground again on your obliques. And I know we did some obliques the other day. We had the 50 right, left, blah, blah, blah. Today we're going to do 4 different right obliques. We're going to repeat the first and the last. You'll see. So, you got it. So that circuit, we have the chest with our abs core. Again, warming up isn't fair to say. We're moving, we're working, we're building the process. The next one is stiff-legged deadlift row. Remember, not a straight-legged deadlift. You could say RDLs, but RDLs are the Romanian deadlift, and that has a little power. Smooth, stiff-legged deadlifts don't have power. Stiff-legged deadlift, slow, row. Mindset, hips, 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 glutes, glutes, glutes. There's my posture, pull. Hamstrings, glutes, good lower back, a lot of middle back on your stiff-legged deadlift row. 10 total movements or 5 revolutions. Hips, 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 glutes, posture right, all those same things. Row. You don't have to pause as long as I did. I'm just trying to show you where you should be. Get down, get dirty, get funky, row. 10 total reps, 5 revolutions. When you get done, I know we did these the other day, left hand, right oblique, 20 standing obliques. Big, deep breath. Left hand, right oblique, 20. We're going to do 5 sets of 20 right obliques. Preferably you follow along and do my routine, but if you want to do all standing obliques, you can. Kind of goes back to the circuit earlier. Do you want to get up and down a couple times? 20 right obliques. You'll do them standing on the first set and the 5th set. We'll be on the ground on set 2, 3, and 4. All righty, remember pyramids are happening all day long. 20 total stiff-legged deadlift row or 10 revolutions. Your hips move a ton. Your glutes always turn on. You should always have good posture, and you're going to breathe core. You got your hamstrings, your glutes, your good lower back, and you have that pull, the trap row. Hamstrings, glutes, back, posture, breathe. The slow motion is the stiff-legged deadlifts. The smooth motion is the row. Again, most 2-movement exercise have a slow part and a smooth part. When you get done with your 20 total movements, 10 revolutions, preferably you're going to be on the ground, right side up on your double lateral leg lifts. However, if you want to stay standing and do standing obliques, that's fine. Right side is up. Your right obliques are pulling your legs up. Now we have talked about obliques, or I've talked about obliques several times. They're a very strong muscle group. They're not big, they're not long, they're a strong muscle group. They can handle load. However, the biggest factors is mobility of hips and spine, flexibility of the muscles around your hips and spine. Those are 2 huge factors. And then you add the strength and activation. So a lot of people don't like double lateral leg lifts because of how hard it feels, because of mobility of hips and spine. Flexibility isn't much of an issue, but definitely the strength and activation is. We're not in a hurry. We're chilling, we're working. Round 3, when you get there, is your 30 total stiff-legged deadlift row, 15 revolutions, peak of the pyramid. Done it before. Hips, 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 glutes, 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 good lower back. You don't have to pause, but there's your position. And then row. There is a too low. I'm going to exaggerate a little bit. That might be a little too low. When your upper body is not parallel to the ground, you probably went a little too low. Get that body down and then row. But I do want you to get down. I just don't want you to get super low thinking it's better. When your body goes past parallel to the ground, that's unfortunately when bad things happen. Hips, 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 glutes, glutes, glutes. Good lower back, definitely middle back. Trying to not use your arms per se, even though they're definitely along for the ride. 30 total movements, 15 revolutions. Hamstrings turn on a ton. Glutes should always turn on. You should always have your posture. That doesn't always mean a straight back. You do have a lordosis curve, you have a kyphosis curve, you have another lordosis curve. So there's lots of movement. Chest high, shoulders back, big deep breath. Round 3 is going to be right side down hip dips, unless you want to stand again. Right side down 20 hip dips. Again, you can do standing obliques again if you want to. I'm going to do that again on round 5. We have 5 sets of 20 right obliques. Hip dips is the only pushing oblique exercise. All other obliques are pulling. 20 right side down hip dips. The right side pushes you up. Again, you can stay standing the whole time if you want to. That way the rhythm of the circuit is simplified by not getting up and down. You've got that burning feeling. When you're ready, you're on your 20 reps going down the pyramid, or 10 revolutions. As you can tell today, we haven't stopped very much. I entertain doing a little exertion between each circuit, but it's been a little hot. I went a little slower workouts this last week just because of the heat. And sometimes it's not directly during your workout, it's also as you recover throughout the day. So you do a 6 a.m. workout, you killed it, right? You're a little dehydrated, maybe a little depleted, and then 2 o'clock rolls around and you're just exhausted. Your body is not recovering because of the heat, and you're sweating and you're dehydrated, and then you get a little cranky. Then you have an extra glass of wine because you're cranky, and then you get more dehydrated. You know, just a domino. After your 20 stiff-legged deadlift row, I'm going to lay on the ground for the last time, laying on my back, knees to my left for the right side crunch. Again, you can do standing obliques the whole time if you want to. You could repeat your double lateral leg lifts if you want to, or hip dips. But remember, the oblique muscles are very strong. The mobility of hips and spine and the flexibility of your muscles around your hips and spine are what make them challenging or comfortable or uncomfortable. 20 right side crunches is round 4. We'll have the one more round of stiff-legged deadlift row. We'll do the standing oblique one more time, and then we'll start that 4th and final circuit. Remember, there's an option at the end to do some exertion if you want to do some exertion. Here we go, last round. 10 total reps, 5 revolutions on your stiff-legged deadlift row. Your hips move a ton. Your glutes should always turn on. You always have that killer posture. And remember, this is a hamstring glute good back exercise. After the 5 revolutions are done, or 10 total movements, I'm going to do standing obliques one more time. You can do any oblique that you want. 5th set of your right side, 20. That'd be 100 right obliques again. You did 100 right obliques on Monday. I promise no obliques on Friday. 20 right obliques to end your circuit. And of course, we're going to jump right into the next circuit that'll have our left obliques. When you get done, again, I'm not saying this so you go faster. I'm just saying this so you can keep your work going. We're going to have our squat press. Whether you have a barbell, dumbbells, kettlebells, anything you can hold squat, we did it earlier, and then come out of it and press. I do want the two separate motions. Squat, press, not thrusters. Thrusters look similar, you create more power. Kettlebell swings are very different. However, for me, they're very similar hip, 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 power, glute, posture exercise. So I prefer kettlebell swings to thrusters. But we haven't been doing kettlebell swings because not many of you have kettlebell swings or kettlebells. After your 10 total reps or 5 revolutions on your squat press, you're gonna have the weight in your right hand for your left oblique. So now we're on to our left obliques. Squat press is gonna be our pyramid. Left obliques, we're gonna repeat like the right obliques. So if you didn't do my order, make sure you repeat what you did earlier. Right hand, left obliques. Breathe and focus. Take your time. Now remember, pyramids exist for a reason. Maintain weight as you go up the pyramid, adjust as you need to, and then try to increase weight as you go down your pyramid. Everybody's a little different. 20 total reps, 10 revolutions on your squat to press. Second time you did squats today, potentially heavier than what you did earlier. Hips, 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 glutes, glutes, glutes. Really good posture, stand tall and push. Squat, press. 20 total movements, 10 revolutions. And then I'm gonna be on the ground, left side up, double lateral legs. You can do standing obliques the whole time if you want to. Make sure you repeat what you did earlier. Not saying you should be done with the squat press, but after your 20 squat presses, you're on your second left oblique. I'm doing left side up, double lateral leg lifts. Left obliques are pulling your legs up. I like it. 2 movement exercise days. We're getting a lot of different muscles. Right, we're doing a lot of work, but nothing's gonna really stick out. Chest is probably the most single muscle we did today with the fly press. 30 squat press, peak of the pyramid, and then I'll be on left side down hip dips. Hips, 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 glutes, 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 posture, and then remember it's a leg exercise and then a shoulder exercise. 30 total movements, 15 revolutions, squat, press. We did our squat calves, we did our fly press, we did our stiff-legged row, and here's our squat press. Friday we'll do our pullover press. We'll do our lunge curls. I'll have a separate shoulder circuit to go with some other things as well. Round 3 for me is left side down hip dips. Use the left side of your body. Or you can do your standing obliques, or you can do double lateral leg lifts. Just repeat what you did on the right side. Easy breezy. Working hard, playing hard, having a good time. Last week of July. Woo, baby. And again, my challenge to you, if you have ways to add weight, do so. If you don't, that's okay. Squat, press, going down the pyramid, 20 total movements, 10 revolutions. You could hold a weight, kettlebell, dumbbell, barbell, box, jug of water, whatever you need to do, or you can hold 2 weights. Either way, if you can increase load, please do. 20 total reps, 10 revolutions, squat, press. Round 4 of this circuit. And based on our pace, again, we kind of did something similar a couple weeks ago with a finishing exertion based on your time and energy. When you're done with your 20 squat presses, you're on your 4th oblique. Whether you are standing, whether you get on the ground, I'm going to be on the side crunch. Laying on back, knees to right for the left side crunch. The side crunch is definitely a mobility and flexibility issue, so you can activate or not. Hip dips was more mobility, so was double lateral leg lifts, a little bit of flexibility there. Standing obliques, mobility, flexibility, load. Your obliques can be very strong. It's the position you're in that makes you either feel stronger or weaker. After your 4th set of obliques, you have the 1 more squat press. We'll have the 1 more left oblique, end of circuit, and you have either 3 or 5 minutes of work coming your way. I took the work out of the middle so we get all the stuff done. 10 total movements, 5 revolutions. Hips, hips, hips. Glutes, glutes, glutes. Posture, posture. Breathe. And then it's legs, hamstrings, glutes, quads. And then you have your shoulders. Round 5 was our standing obliques. Anyways, right hand, left obliques. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Breathe, focus, stretch, contract, elongate, flex, breathe. Even though flexion is a joint thing, not a muscle thing. Woo, baby. Again, meant to be a little slower. Monday was a little slow. Again, thorough, I didn't say easy, a little slower. Last Friday, again, a little slower, but you have an option of cranking it up here in about 30 seconds. We've done crank up circuits before. You've got 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. I'll let you know those times when you get there. If you have a cardio tool and you want to go do 5 minutes of cardio, feel free. I'm going to put the timer on. You've got jump squats, split jumps, pulsating squats, split squats, burpees, jump rope, anything. I want you to exert. Now, if you need to just do your regular squats or regular lunges, that's fine. You got 3, I'll stop you at 3 if you need to stop at 3. You got 4, and you got 5 minutes as a cap. So you're done in 3, 4, or 5 minutes. I didn't say go fast. Now, if you're running, you could run hard and fast. If you're rowing, you could run hard and intense. But you've got 3, 4, or 5 minutes. Jump squats, split jumps, pulsating squats, split squats, burpees, jump rope, biking, rowing, running. Are you ready? 3 minutes minimum, 5 minutes maximum. Ready, set, go. Again, I will demonstrate all the things you can do. Oh, nice job, Larry. You can do high knees running. We're going to do some of that stuff on Friday, but keep doing it. You've got high knees. You've got butt kicks. Again, jumping jacks, jump rope, split jumps, jump squats. I'm looking for 3 to 5 minutes of work. I'm going to dabble so you see all the things you can do. And again, I didn't say high knees, butt kicks earlier, but Larry, keep doing them because we're going to do them on Friday. But 3 to 5 minutes of work. Breathe, focus. Jump squats is plyometric impact power load. Pulsating squats is load, no power, no impact. Split jumps, again, power, impact, load, hard, sweaty. Split squats, less load, or same load, less impact. The position might feel a little different, Burpees, get down, get dirty, get funky, get back up again. And yes, you have high knees running or high knees walking. We're going to do that on Friday. You've got butt kicks running, butt kicks walking. We'll do that on Friday. Jump jacks, jump rope, walking jacks. Katie's got her box out, running on the box. Again, we're looking for 3 to 5 minutes of work. You could row for 3 minutes, bike for 3 minutes, run for 3 minutes. If you have stairs in your house, you could go do stairs. That would be fun. Remember, what goes up has to come back down. Or wait, what goes down has to go back up. One of those two. You're working, you're breathing. You are 2 minutes in. So if you're stopping at the 3-minute mark, you've got 1 more minute. If you're stopping at the 5-minute mark, you have 3 more minutes. You are exerting, running, rowing, biking, jumping, squatting, lunging, high knees, running or walking. And again, we're going to do that on Friday. Butt kicks, jumping jacks, walking jacks. You're supposed to work after that. 4 circuits at a steady pace. You had 400 things between movement, activation, mobility, abs, core, right oblique, left obliques. Squat, calves was your legs. Fly press was your chest. Of course, you do get some shoulders and arms. Stiff-legged row is hamstrings, glutes, and back. Squat press is your legs and your shoulders. You are 3 minutes in. You can be done if you must be done. You've got 2 minutes to go for that 5 minutes of work. And again, we left ourselves plenty of time for our 5 minutes of work. You're moving, you're running, you're walking, you're jumping, you're biking. Keep it going. Agility, agility, agility. It's funny how you can run for 5 minutes on a treadmill. I'm not saying it's easy. You know, you can sprint on a bike for 5 minutes. Again, I'm not saying it's easy, but being creative between jumping rope and jumping jacks and high knees running and jump squats and split jumps and all those things, it just naturally is going to feel harder. All of those, you have to propel your body up, down, around. I see burpees happening on the screen. I see biking happening. I don't see Brian or Malia. They are definitely hiding from the screen. They're quote unquote doing something. Maybe they took me up on the stairs, running stairs. You've got 40 seconds. You've got 40 seconds to go. 40 seconds. All of our 2 movement exercises. We have a couple more to do on Friday. We had a smoother or simple day today. Nice little exertion finish. 15 seconds. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Breathe, focus, work. 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax and breathe. And that doesn't mean you go run to your office chair or run to your shower. It means you need to cool off, walk around, let the heart rate settle before you go. Just sit down and get to work. Highly recommend putting some water, some nutrition in your body. And now this is going to sound corny, right? We've been sweating more. It's been hotter more. And I drink water all day long. Why am I getting tired? Water flushes out the bad stuff and the good stuff. So you want to add the good stuff in, like your electrolytes. You can get those from Noon tablets, Gatorade, really anything. A margarita has electrolytes. They are ions of your sodium, potassium, calcium, niacin. You've got amino acids, right? The building blocks of protein. But you can just go get amino acids if you need to. Anyhow, work hard, play hard. Happy Wednesday.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.